Hi, this is Pat Johnson, and in this mini lecture we're continuing on with descriptive research. As you recall from our last mini lecture, descriptive research is a type of research where the purpose of the research is just to merely state what is going on. So in descriptive research, we are doing what it says. We are describing human behavior. Or opinions, or just about any aspect of humans, but we're describing, we're not saying what caused it, we're not saying, we're not having relationships between two variables, which we'll see in correlational research, but in descriptive research, we're just describing what is going on. Now, in this type of descriptive research, the naturalistic observation, what we're doing is observing someone in their natural environment. So we could observe someone going about their normal life's activities, and the job of the researcher is just to observe them. The main rule of naturalistic observation is to be unobtrusive. Now, unobtrusive is a fancy word that says don't interfere, don't let the person know that they're being watched. And why would we want to be unobtrusive? Because when people know they're being watched, their behavior changes. Let's talk about some examples of naturalistic observation. As a student gaining my bachelor's and master's degrees in the social sciences, I had to do naturalistic observations for class projects. And one of the naturalistic observations I did at East Carolina University was to observe people with a broken vending machine. I knew there was a broken vending machine on campus, and I observed them. I sat in a corner pretending I was studying, and I observed students walk up to the broken vending machine, and I sat there and I wrote down what they did. And as you can imagine, some shook it, some cursed at it, some pounded on it, some tried to contort themselves and reach up into it. Nobody put a sign on it. Nobody reported the broken vending machine, but there was a lot of frustration. Another example of naturalistic observation that I did in the past was to sit in a parking lot in my car and watch who parked in the handicapped parking places without a handicapped parking license plate or placard hanging on their rearview mirror. And I coded their behavior as far as who parked in those spaces. So that's naturalistic observation. Again, it's merely describing what people are doing in their natural environments and trying to be unobtrusive, not interfering. As a reminder, there's an option for your big out-of-class writing assignment, your project, where you can do a piece of naturalistic observation on your own. And people watch and see how people seat themselves in a natural environment.